There are so many discussions on butter versus margarine that are incredibly daunting to understand them all. Here is a compact list of what I believe is important as a consumer to know, from their quick history, production, chemical composition, to their respective nutritional values, so that you can make a better decision for yourself. In today's video, I'll give you an overview of how butter and margarine is made. Alright, let's get into it. The discovery of butter was totally by accident. Back in ancient time, people stored milk in skin bags and hung them on the back of cattle when they are traveling. The constant movement of the animal agitated the content inside a bag, separating the fat from the milk, producing a yellowish lump that we now know as butter. So why does this happen? The fat in dairy is usually distributed in tiny droplets that our eyes cannot see. It is kept under emulsion, which is a process that allows fat and water to be temporarily mixed together, and that will give us a creamy, white color, delicious drink that we know as milk. However, when you stir it or shake it vigorously, the emulsion breaks apart, causing the separation between the fat and the milk. That is how the very first butter came into our world. From this fat separation, we gather all of them into a big block and put them in cold water. This process removes excess milk on the surface of the fat, since milk is soluble in water but fat is not. Once the majority of the milk is removed, the block of fat is packed tightly and pat dry to form a block of butter. Over the course of history, the principle of butter making remains the same even in today's world. What has changed though is the proficiency and precise control that machines provide to the production process, allowing us to achieve consistent results in a short period of time. Margarine came along in the 19th century as a butter substitute. It's made by transforming liquid oils into semi-solid fats through a process called hydrogenation, or they can be made by blending multiple types of oils and fats together to achieve a desired semi-solid characteristics, so somewhere between liquid and solid. This is a process called interesterification. Now this might sound very complicated, but I will give you a really easy to understand example in my next video, so stay tuned for that if you're interested. But for now, the key takeaway is that the common ways to produce margarine nowadays are either by making liquid oils more solid through hydrogenation, or you can make it by blending liquid oils and fats together to achieve something in between. When you go pick up margarine or butter from the store, it is important to consider the original purpose of creation. Butter, throughout the history of mankind, is known as a delicious delicacy. It was made for us to enjoy and to savor with our food. Margarine came along as a means of substitution for butter. At the time of its creation, it is to counter the shortage of butter. In today's life, it is made to meet a person's diet preference. Either you prefer to have a plant-based diet like vegetarian or vegan, or you have lactose intolerant, or simply because that you don't like the idea of tearing 10 slices of bread apart trying to spread butter onto your toast. I can understand that. So be nice to margarine, it is simply doing its job for you. Alright, so that wraps up this video. There's quite a lot of information, but now you know more about butter and margarine than majority of people do to make more informative decisions about your food choices. I hope you enjoyed the video and find it useful. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you on my future episodes about chemical composition, nutritional value, and possibly a video of me trying to make butter at home. It's gonna be a lot of fun, so stay tuned for those. Until then, my name is Henry, this is the Nut Corner. Take care guys.